Hi, welcome to Round Robin. I'm Celine Guerrero, and I'm filling in for Robin McCormick today. With us, we have Jerry Frostick, owner of J&A Racing, who's here to talk to us about the Crawlin Crab Half marathon, and then there's also...
There's a 5K, and then there's a kids kilometer.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And that is when?
That's October 1st and 2nd. It's always the first weekend in October.
Okay, and this is one of your only races, is that right, on this side of the water?
It is, and it's the largest race on the peninsula. So it's this is the 5th year that we've done it. It's grown every year, and actually this year, Runner's World named it the perfect half marathon in Virginia.
That's great. And can you tell us about the course for all the races?
Yeah, so the 5K is on Saturday, and it starts and finishes between the convention center and the Coliseum. It loops up around Pine Chapel, and there's music and lots of entertainment, and then comes back and finishes right on Coliseum Drive, and then there's a big after party in the little the park right beside it. And then Sunday, same start. It runs through downtown by Darlin Stadium, beautiful Chesapeake Ave, and circles back, coming and that same finish too. So it's known as a very fast course. And then it's very well supported with the communities, and the businesses are just really out there cheering and making it festive.
Yeah, and how soon do you suggest people start looking into this race, as far as if they want to do the half? Now, if they want to do the 5K, they still have time, right?
Yeah, we have little programs. We even have a 5-week to 5K. Very easy. The 5K, anybody can do it. Right. And there's walkers, and it's just being out there and moving. The half, it is more, you need to be a little more dedicated. But 8 weeks is plenty of time for it, and it's a good time of year where it's the weather's starting to get nicer. A lot of the big races start in the fall, so there's still plenty of time. Even if you haven't started training, you might not win it. But again, I think to complete it and have fun, and enjoy kind of the festives afterwards.
Yeah, and you guys do such a great job of making it fun for everyone, not just for the participants, but families and friends, because there's that great after party. And then through the course, you guys also have people, you encourage people to cheer, and I think that just makes it so much nicer.
It really, we feel, it's why the race has continued to grow, and it's really the Hampton community, where there are groups from Hampton High, Bethel, Warwick, Kickingham, Peninsula Catholic that are out there. They're sports teams, so they're giving back too. Right. There's the downtown Langley group, the Coast Guard training. So it's a community event where people are out there, even if you're not running, and the runners, they feel it, where we put signs and music, and it's almost a tour of Hampton. So you don't need to be running so hard. We have a candy stop on Chesapeake Ave, a selfie stop. So it's really more about fitness than hardcore racing.
Yeah, definitely. I've run a few of your races, and they're always so much fun, especially the after party. So what can people expect there? And that's for everyone.
It is for everybody, and we like to say that we really like throwing good parties. You just have to exercise a little bit first. So we started.
It's a good payoff.
It is a good payoff, and it's always nice to celebrate. So it's a craft beer festival afterwards. There'll be 16 regional craft brews, where we give the 5K, you get 2 free. The half, you get 4. There'll be kicking corn, Baker's Crust kicking corn chowder afterwards, and then there's live music, and we always have Jenga and hula hoops, and it's really more of a festival. And there's just some good energy there, because everybody's wearing their medals, and there's a sense of pride after finishing this. Nobody cares what your time was. It was high five that you did it, and let's celebrate it.
Yeah, and that's what I really like about even the course. As you're going, there might be a point where you just kind of hit that wall almost, and you think you can't go on, but then you see people on the course cheering you on, and carrying you through the finish, really.
Yep.
So now what I always look forward to are the medals.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
shirts. So can you tell us
Sure.
about the medals?
Well, and again, everybody gets one. So
Right.
we even, when we're talking with people about what did the winners get, well, if you're in, the winner gets the same thing that the middle person gets and the very last
Right.
person gets. So for the 5K, everybody gets a 5K medal.
Oh, look at that. That is nice.
It's actually, it looks like a craft brew top.
Uh-huh.
For the half, it's a little larger.
Oh,
and
very
then
nice.
we have probably 1,000 people that do the 5K on Saturday and then the half on Sunday.
Wow, yeah.
So we award them with, because when we say, are you going to do the 5K and the half? They can say, "Shell yeah, I'm
Shell
going
yeah, they
to."
did. That's great.
So they get the Shell yeah medal.
That is great.
Yeah.
And how many participants do you usually get?
Well, we're anticipating a little over 6,000.
Wow.
They come from, last year we had 37 states.
Wow.
Groups from Canada came. So it's really grown where people are seeing not just the natural beauty of Hampton, but it's that community spirit. I mean, you really can feel it, and runners like that. So
yeah.
they come for the weekend and kind of see some of the local sites. So we're tracking ahead of where larger than we've ever been.
Right. And going back to, being one of the only races you guys have over here, why did you choose Hampton?
We work really close with Sport Hampton and the CBB. And it was really, there used to be a race over here years ago that as a runner, we loved it. And just wanted to get people to come see Hampton. And again, they're working with the PD, the CBB, Coliseum Central, all the communities, the churches. It really just, they've opened their arms, and it's been nothing but a success.
Well, that's great. And now, where can people register? Now, they can also volunteer if they like.
We need, we'll have over 500 volunteers, and you can do anything. So we love, anybody can ring a cowbell, or so we always look for volunteers. You can still register online at crawlincrabhalf.com.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jerry, and thank you for watching.